Hi everyone, I'm Heather Dawson, and it's a pleasure bringing you the best of California every week on our show. Just 6 golf courses in California make Golf Digest's list of the top 100 public courses in the U.S. Audra Stafford takes us to one of the state's top-rated public courses, Madeiras Golf Club in Poway.
Just 6 golf courses in California make Golf Digest's list of the top 100 public courses in the U.S. I'm here at one of them, Madeiras Golf Club in Poway. Tucked away in the rolling hills of North San Diego County, Madeiras offers amazing views from the first tee to the 18th green.
Madeiras is actually a Spanish word for woods. And as you see and can look around, there are some amazing vistas that really capture the natural habitat in the surrounding area.
The course includes a lot of twists, turns, and steep slopes.
One of the cool things about this particular layout is how truly memorable each of the golf holes are.
Every hole is a little bit different and it never ever gets boring.
And that's part of the reason Golf Digest chose Madeiras as one of the nation's top 100 public courses.
It's the biggest golf publication in the world, so to be on that list is really quite an honor.
It really was like winning the Academy Award for Best Picture. It was that cool. There are only 6 top 100 golf courses in the state of California, only 2 here in San Diego, one of which is the iconic Torrey Pines Golf Course, and the other is us.
General Manager Bill O'Brien says a number of factors landed Madeiras on this very prestigious list. In addition to the beautiful ambiance, Golf Digest looked at the conditions, service, and amenities, like the grill.
We have a great chef and he cooks delicious food, and it's inspired by Southern California and all things local.
Now show me a practice swing.
Madeiras also has a golf academy on site for golfers of all ages and skill levels.
Now commit to that on the ball. So we've got 3 really good instructors who have won local and national awards. We've got some great playing schools and some short game schools. We do on-course lessons and private lessons too, and we're home to the USA Junior National Team. Perfect. It's a great golf course for beginners, intermediates, and elite players.
And because it's a public course, anyone can play at Madeiras.
We're very much available 7 days a week. We host a number of different tournaments each year.
And right now, golfers can take advantage of Madeiras' endless summer promotion.
Now through Labor Day, golfers can save as much as 50% when they book their starting time, and for as little as $85 can play all day with unlimited replay and access to our driving range.
So you might want to grab your clubs and get swinging.
It really should be on someone's bucket list to play a top 100 golf course.
Bringing you the best of California from Poway, I'm Audra Stafford for California Live.
Some of us need a guideline to help our love stand the test of time. I had a chance to talk to New York Times best-selling author Susan Scott about her new book, Fierce Love, Creating a Love That Lasts One Conversation at a Time.
New York Times best-selling author Susan Scott here with us today on California Life. And I love that you came from a corporate background helping people in business, and now you're talking a little bit more personal. What made you decide to go a more personal route?
So I wanted to answer the questions people have been asking me about their personal relationships. How do we get our wings back? Why are we no longer lovers? We're just housemates. Why does it take so little to send love running out the back door? Why are we not disclosing what we're really thinking and feeling? And what's the conversation that we haven't been able to have so far that, boy, if we could have that conversation, it could change everything.
Do you feel that this is even more important now with the pandemic and people being stuck at home together?
During the pandemic, some couples have thrived, they've made babies, other couples have said, you know what, I'm out. I don't want to do this anymore. And that's just heartbreaking because we can talk about these things that people just don't know how.
And truly, I think that a lot of people want to know, is it too late? And I love that you have a component in there. Are you still in love?
I need to make sure my life is working, that I'm doing the things that matter to me in the way that matters to me, that I feel good about myself before I can ask that question. So we don't even know sometimes who we may or may not be in love with, because we don't always know what's going on with them. And so it can't always be about me. It has to be about the other person as well.
And I do think it's very helpful that you've constructed this book with 8 categories.
The very first part of the book talks about why conversations are so important, that the conversation is the relationship, etc. But most of the book is all about, well, then how? How do you have these conversations? And here are 8 conversations that, after all my research and all my work with so many people over the years, I'm convinced that these 8 conversations will sort of gradually, then suddenly get your relationship into the beautiful place you want it to be. So a fierce conversation is designed to help you and your partner connect at that deeper level. You know, my goal is that once someone has read this book, they'll sit beside someone that they care for and begin. And it may seem like, oh my gosh, there's so many conversations on, it's overwhelming, but our conversations are like that. So there's one conversation followed by another one, followed by another one, and gradually, then suddenly, our relationship wakes up. And that's the magic of it.
A Fierce Love, a book that's going to give you that answer, is what so many people are looking for. Thank you so much, Susan. I'm just really intrigued. I want to buy a copy for all my girls.
Thank you, Heather. Thanks for having me. It's been a delight.
We'll move over Bitcoin. There's a new cryptocurrency that is making moves and taking names. Plus, our in-studio guest is working with some of the biggest brands in sports. We tell you why. It's all coming up next on California Life. Our next guest turned his passion for motocross into starting the leading sports sponsorship platform, Hookit. Joining us in studio is CEO and co-founder of Hookit, Scott Tilton. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I love the name Hookit. You have to give me a little bit of background on that.
Yeah, so interestingly, when we first started the company back in 2001, it was called Sponsor House, and the original platform was helping connect amateur athletes with potential sponsors, and we decided to change the name in 2010, and we went out to our athletes and asked them, you know, what's the feeling that we instill when you're using Sponsor House, and the word that kept getting repeated over and over was, you guys hook me up. And so we were looking for versions of that and ended up landing on Hookit, and that's the brand that stuck in 2010.
Coming from a TV background, we have Nielsen ratings. So we have ratings that tell us how well we're doing. And I mean, is that one way to describe exactly what Hookit kind of does for brands?
It's similar, but we take it a lot deeper into the actual data set that we're able to capture. So our whole business is focused around sponsorship analytics, working with global brands to really understand the effectiveness of their athlete, team, and league investments. Our main focus is on social media. And as we were building the company over the first 10 years, we just saw how massive social media was becoming. When we first started the company, there weren't even any social platforms in existence yet. MySpace came around shortly after we started, but then you had Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Instagram. And these athletes started just building these massive followings on social, and we saw how important it was becoming as part of the whole sponsorship equation, and that's where we decided to focus our efforts on how do we aggregate data from social media to help show and demonstrate the value of these athletes, teams, and leagues to brands. And so that's how we approached it. But versus a rating, we actually track how many followers an athlete has, how much engagement they generate, specifically how they're promoting individual brands. So it's just a lot more granular than a generic rating and more specific to what is this particular partner doing for me as a brand.
And you do work with some very prominent brands. How does it help those brands specifically? Can you give me an example?
Sure. So most brands, you know, sponsorship as an industry has always lagged behind other forms of marketing in the sense that it's really difficult to measure ROI from it. But it's still a massive category where brands are spending, you know, ballpark numbers, $150 billion a year on sports sponsorship, sports marketing, and understanding the ROI from that is really challenging. So the best CMOs that we're working with now are taking a completely data-driven approach to how do I look at our different partners and assets and how do we leverage that data to get better ROI and effectiveness out of each one of these partnerships. So that's really what we're seeing is the industry as a whole is evolving into this very data-minded, like how do we treat sponsorship like any other form of marketing where we can understand the ROI that's coming from it. And so that's really the biggest trend and shift that we're seeing in the space today is brands are driving this behavior to use data to make sponsorships more effective.
What's the future right now for Hookit?
We just see the industry continuing to evolve and get much more data-driven, and technology, data, analytics is the wave of the future. So that's where we see things going.
Well, it's really impressive. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think we'll be hearing a lot more about Hookit.
Thank you.
Scott Tilton, thank you so much for joining us. And coming up next, we have Best of Entertainment. The 2022 aggregate value of all digital currencies was $2.25 trillion, according to CoinMarketCap.com. That's up a cool 191% from the beginning of 2021. Trending green coin AI announced the listing of its GRC coin on the global crypto exchange platform, Coinsbit, P2P, B2B, and L-Bank. You get your health and fitness while earning crypto as you work out. GreenCoin AI is revolutionary. Burn-to-earn, blockchain-powered fitness program offers mental and financial fitness while helping to heal the environment. GreenCoin AI mining will not only be powered by green renewable energy, but an untapped source and human energy. The lineup of smart fitness equipment converts energy from physical exercise into cryptocurrency. It's expected to include a stationary bike, treadmill that tracks physical activity, and rewards workouts with GRC coins right into your G wallet. Become a collector and learn more at greencoin.ai. So many of us are ordering more and more products online. Well, a new technology is hitting the market soon to stop porch pirates. Let's head to the CES show at the Venetian Expo for a look at Glow.
Oh, many of us know how frustrating porch pirates can be. You know, it's estimated that 23 million Americans have had a package stolen from their front door. At this year's CES in Las Vegas, One Ahead Technologies unveiled a new home entry and package security system called Glow. Now, at first, it may look similar to other video doorbells on the market, but Glow adds some new twists.
It actually has artificial intelligence integrated so that when you walk up to it, it's going to say, "Hi, how may I help you?" And it has the ability to recognize your response and to provide logistics if necessary.
Glow was designed with commerce in mind, making it perfect for the home or business that gets lots of package deliveries.
It has the ability to read a package, and when a package is scanned, it has the ability to open a smart lock, such as a mailbox or smart box.
The Glow system uses a patented artificial intelligence-driven device called Vault, which stands for Virtual Access Logistics Technology.
This technology was actually designed to retire all of the existing video doorbell systems because the AI capability makes it far more advanced. In addition to AI, it has what's called a virtual key that allows you to create a key by just taking a picture or using an image from your gallery.
And if you're ready to take your home security to the next level, Glow works with other devices as well.
It also interfaces with robots and drones to provide a higher level of security than anything in the marketplace. Without a question, this is the most superior technology in the industry today.
The Glow system with Vault is expected in stores this summer and will retail for about $269. Bringing you the best of California, I'm David Wiley for California Life.
And some villains never die, and that's the case with Scream. A quarter century later, fans won't be disappointed with cast originals Neve Campbell, David Arquette, and Courtney Cox.
You're human, Drag!
Dad?
Oh no, I have a total dad bod!
There's a lot of change going on at the Hotel Transylvania. Johnny, in an effort to fit in, becomes a monster.
But is it safe though? Let's find out!
And then with a twist of a magic button, all the monsters are becoming human. The only way to reverse the curse is to take a journey deep into the Amazon where no monster has gone before.
Being a human is the worst. Mosquito! I got him, Johnny, wait!
Selena Gomez, who voices the character of Mavis, says there's a message in this movie for the whole family.
It just kind of reminds everybody that it's okay to be different, and you should embrace each other for that. Well, I think being yourself is the coolest thing you could be. We're not meant to be the same. I think that's what we should remind ourselves, that we are cool just the way that we are, even if you're like me and you're not cool. You think you're cool. It's great.
Hotel Transylvania Transformania is on Amazon Prime.
This isn't funny, Amber.
Would you like to play a game, Tara?
Some villains never die, and that's the case with Scream. A quarter century after Ghostface went on his first murderous rampage, he's back.
Hello?
It's happening. 3 attacks so far. Do you have a gun?
I'm Sydney Prescott. Of course I have a gun.
So are cast originals Neve Campbell, David Arquette, and Courtney Cox, who says fans of the franchise will not be disappointed.
They're going to experience a movie that's very similar to the first one. It's scarier, probably. It's how many, what was 25 years ago? So it's up to date in a different way. Even though Scream will always be classic, this is just like an updated, cool, hip, scary, funny movie.
Also trying to stay alive are a whole new set of victims, including Jack Quaid and Melissa Barrera.
Well, the box office is abuzz with the latest offering from the Marvelverse. As Alicia Stanford explains, they might be the newest, but looks like their legacy will be eternal.
Remember that story that they told us about in training?
About George Washington's first female spy during the Revolution. They called her Agent 355 because they didn't want the world to know her real name.
Jessica Chastain leads a group of intrepid women in an effort to get a top secret weapon away from a dangerous cabal.
They can start World War III from simple reach of their keyboard.
High velocity trip around the globe are Lupita Nyong'o, Penelope Cruz, Diane Kruger, and Bing Bing Fan. The 355 is brought to you by the folks behind the Bourne franchise, and this one promises to bring just as much action to the big screen, with the women kicking butt and taking names, sometimes in high heels, but always with flair.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, please go to our website, CaliforniaLifeHD.com. Don't forget to check out our podcast, follow us on our social media, and we'll see you next time.
Watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.